Welcome back, Matthew. This is my session for target 526182. Right, first part of this session, I perceived this idea of these objects coming down in a certain manner. I wrote down path and a direction, quick. They're coming down quick, like almost vertical, to this base structure, and it AOL the chain, like the idea of a chain of objects, and an AOL of an airport, and that's all I was getting here. Right, next part of the session, I produced a few ideograms. I was getting this idea of this interlocking wire or coils with this object, and I wrote down interlocking plasma array. So it's this idea of this high technology, this advanced tech come to mind. I sketched a floating object up top, and another sketch of sort of a wiring causes haywire effect. I wrote down AOL novel, and that was that for this. Right, next part, I sketched this object with energy emitting from it. It looks like an underneath view, and there's 4 round parts to it with the center parts like that. And I was getting AOL of a TR3B, which is the mysterious anti-gravity craft that may or may not exist. And I was getting this idea of like fuzziness linked to this. I wrote down a lip, what's that? I don't know, a loping? So something was, I don't know why I wrote that down. Yeah, so this idea of technology, again, prominent here. And that was it. The next part, I produced an ideogram and came up with some words related to this target, and I wrote down handed, round, soft, bell-like, tuned in. I wrote down astounding, gasp, and Terry. I don't know why I wrote them, but that's what was going around in my mind at the time. Right, another one, let's get this object coming down, and something linked to it. I had AOL of Manchester Airport UFO as well. That's all I was getting here, and that was it. Similar, again, these things coming down from the sky to a base structure with these other things flying. That sort of theme is prominent, and that's all I was getting here. Yeah, and that was it for this part. The next part, I was getting this idea of like these circular thing. I didn't really understand what I was drawing it. I was just getting an idea of energy, and I wrote down something to do with inertia field. So it's this energy linked to this target creates a temporal distortion. So it's very high tech, advanced, this stuff related to this, beyond my understanding of physics. But yeah, that's all I was getting at this point. Next part, I sketched the map of where I thought this was. Didn't get an idea of where. I just tried to do this to see if I can get a location. Right, my last sketch was of these objects again, multiple objects moving all different directions. Couldn't really make sense of it, but it seemed to be a common theme in this target. And that was that for this session.